Hello again, everybody. This is Dan Klauser, president of the Big Vision Foundation, joined with a alumni of our Optimist team, but a current player of our 28 and over team, Pete Jordan. Pete, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Dan, for having me. It's a beautiful day here.
All right, so Pete, you've been a part of the organization for a long time. You're now sales rep or brand building specialist for Mizuno out here sporting the Pride. Um, you got a chance to play this weekend on the new field, playing in front of the Monster. What was it like? What was it like? I mean, you having the big kids out here this Sunday playing out here on this field.
It was it was an experience. The park is actually a place bigger than what it looks like. It's definitely intimidating to see the monster right in your face. I got eager my first at bat as a lefty to see the pole down there in the short porch. Wasn't strong enough to get one out, but got one close. Definitely get a big league feel with the grass and the wall. I've never played on anything like it. Closest I've probably gotten to was Veterans Stadium and First Energy Stadium. Also played up in Scranton at Lackawanna Stadium. But this is awesome to have a field here with a big league feel to it. It's beautiful. No choppiness in the outfield. Never experienced that before. So it's very awesome to be a part of it and see the field grow, and can't wait to play on it again.
Yeah, your first at bat, you did pepper one off of the Farino sign out there, but not quite enough to get it out. But you definitely got a hold of it nicely. What was some of the talk in the dugout? Like I said, I mean, as baseball players, regardless how old you are, you're always kind of a big kid, and when you get a chance to play on a beautiful field like this, it, again, gives you that big feel. So, the old guys this weekend, I mean, what are some of the things that were being said in the dugout when they're getting ready to play and as they were playing on the field?
I mean, it's just an experience. We've played at George Field. We've played at the old Robizonia playground with the train tracks in the outfield. I mean, this is we were just discussing, with some of my teammates, how awesome it is to see this organization grow. And now, we've seen project drawings about this field, and it's finally here in front of our eyes, and we get an opportunity to play on it. Not many people have an opportunity to play in a field like this, and we're just fortunate to be one of those people.
And then you guys played the Mets this weekend. I mean, did you hear any of those guys say anything after game or between games about what it was like for them to have a chance to come out in here and play the first weekend?
I personally didn't have any conversations, but I know my teammates did, and we were supposed to have a game at their home field, and they were presented with the opportunity to play here for opening weekend, and they wanted to play here. Our coach presented it to them, and they jumped on it. So I thought they felt special to play here for the opening weekend. Who wouldn't want to play here? I'd like to play here every game and get our away games switched. But yeah, I think they appreciated the switch, and I didn't have any personal communication with them, but I know they did appreciate it.
Pete, you're also very instrumental in getting Mitch Williams out to the facility this weekend. I know he spoke on our behalf during our opening ceremony. Had nothing but good things to say. Anything else that Mitch didn't say while he was on camera with us or in the ceremony about the facility in general? I know those guys travel all over the place. I mean, where did he pretty much rank our facility amongst the other ones that he's been at?
He was just down at the Cal Ripken complex a few weeks ago, and he said they had a Fenway replica, and he said that didn't even come close to this. I think he said in his opening speech that he's seen a lot of Fenway replicas, and he's been fortunate enough to play on Fenway Park in his major league career, and this is the closest that he's ever come to seeing one. So we rode in the golf cart over here from the parking lot, and it was an eye-opening experience for him. He couldn't believe it. I hyped it up to him. I didn't want to overhype it, and I wanted him to see it firsthand, but it was a jaw-dropping experience for him. His parents of the team had nothing but good things to say about how they were treated here, and the facility, the accommodations that were given to them. So hopefully they come back in August. I know they plan to come back for another 10-year tournament.
Yeah, I know for us to hear a guy who actually did play in Fenway Park to say that we nailed it is what I think he said in his opening speech was very, very rewarding. And this weekend when we had Craig Wagner out here, who I had a chance to see his dad play in Fenway Park a long time ago. Same thing. Said that of all the honors that Charlie Wagner had received throughout his career and after his career, that this one here by far exceeds anything else that's been done in Charlie's honor. So that means a lot to us as an organization because the whole idea of doing this is to do it right and to make sure that those of us who are involved in this and we're putting someone else's name on it, it's really about honoring them and honoring their legacy. So it's great and rewarding for us to hear those things from the people that have been there. Pete, any last things you want to add before we sign off?
If you haven't been out here, come out here. I highly recommend it. Not only will you see great baseball, but you'll learn about the history of the game, from Rocky Calavito to, if you don't know who Charlie Wagner is. Honestly, I've lived in Reading my entire life. I'm 30 years old. And without Berkshire baseball, I would have never known who Charlie Wagner was. And I've read up on him. There's some postings around the area so you can read about the players. Cooter Jones, just to name one. I know he's a Berks County native. Well, they're all Berks County natives, as a matter of fact. But, yeah, come out here, learn about the game of baseball. It's fun. It's wood bat baseball. It's just very humbling to see this place grow to what it has been. And I took for granted this organization, but to see how this organization comes together for one cause, and that's baseball. I have tremendous respect for you, Dan. I congratulate you on this great field, and keep it rolling.
Thank you. As always, be sure to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, bigvisionfoundation.org.